What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Monday edition. Uh, Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge OK Clinic, and HUDco Roofing, HUDcoRoofing.com. It took exactly 10 seconds into my day to make the Monday, Tuesday mistake. I'm sure many will do that as well throughout this day today and probably throughout this whole week, but I'm good with it. Hey, got him. Okay, love you too, babe. Have a great day. E-Rock back to work. She's a working woman.
What?
I said she's a working woman.
I am a working woman.
Working woman out there doing work. That's W-E-R-K. We spell it that way because it rhymes with twerk.
See the tin?
Work rhymes with twerk.
Did you see what I did last night?
Oh, I think it looks magnificent.
Did you really see
I did. The big banner up top, the sevens, the lucky seven on the thing. Oh, yeah. I think it looks awesome. Drew's Birthday Casino being transformed. Lucky Seven Casino.
Not birthday casino.
Drew's Lucky Seven.
Silly.
Drew's Lucky Seven Casino for his birthday party is being transformed. So if you happen upon the Moscona household any of the next, say, 10 days, it's going to look like an explosion of casino items and whatnot. Okay, let's say some good mornings. There in the headline, by the way, I mentioned Walker Howard and Dylan Cruz. If you were out and about not paying much attention this weekend, the Elite 11 quarterback competition was this weekend out in California. Walker Howard, the finals. Walker Howard finished third. So Cade Klubnik, the Clemson commit, was first. Devin Brown is committed to Southern Cal. He finished second. And Walker Howard finished third. So good on Walker Howard. Finished third there in the Elite 11. And then how about Dylan Cruz over the weekend also had a walk-off homer for Team USA. So he and Jacob Berry actually both homered in that first game. So I kind of like the idea of them hitting back-to-back in the order. Maybe a little 2-3 action, or 3-4 maybe. Morgan Cruz Berry. That's a nice ring to it. Let's see what y'all got this morning. Holler at me. It is a work day, so Locked on LSU returns today. AFR returns today at 3. And there are plans, by the way, some of you might be happy to know, there are plans for the return of the Riot Podcast. So excited about that. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Scott Fields, good morning. Lowell Cormier, good morning. Hey, Dad, good morning. Jonathan Martin. Kerry Hughes, good morning from Birmingham. I'll be in Birmingham in a few weeks, man. SEC Football Media Days. 2 weeks from today, we'll be in Hoover for Media Days, yeah. Matthew Booth, good morning. Andrew Brister, morning. Who win the finals? Listen, if Giannis is not healthy, I like Phoenix, and I might like Phoenix anyway. The fact that they've got home court advantage and no Giannis, I like the Suns. Suns are game one's tonight. Suns are favored I'm looking at right here, Phoenix -6. So Suns are a 6-point favorite. If Giannis ain't playing, bro, I mean, you can't take your best player off the floor for the finals and be like, yeah, we'll be okay. I'm with it. So anyway, I like the Suns. Give me the Suns. Cameron Cerniglia, Craig Dugas, good morning. Kirk Taylor. Well, let me not upset trivia. I need to jump over here to YouTube and holler at my YouTube peeps. My apologies. Just have it, trivia. Just have it. By the way, YouTube folks, do me a solid. Hit that thumbs up. 24 watching, 13 likes. Thank y'all so much. Trivia, what's up? Cliff Nelson. Strong Side, what's up? Stephen Miller, good morning. Thomas Lamont, good morning, Grand Marshal. Yes, for those that missed it, was the Grand Marshal in the Kenilworth Independence Parade. A great honor. Got a certificate of commendation from the city of Baton Rouge also for being the Grand Marshal of the Kenilworth Parade. So I need to find a place for this. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Should I put that home office or work office? What do y'all think? Home or work? I don't know. Let's see. PTG Toasty, Kenneth Martin, morning Brock, morning Hudco, morning Matt. Always plug the sponsors. Brock, Hudco, Matt. Let's see. We should refer to Scone as Grand Marshal from now on. Not, I'll take it. I will take it. Cruz leads off, Barry bats second. Yeah, no. I know you LOL'd it, but yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I'd bet my left hip that that's not how that's going to happen. But, you know, the guy prior was unconventional, to say the least. Won a lot, but he was unconventional. Rap in batches, what's up? Let's see. Thomas says Morgan, Cruz, Barry, Dugas, Doty. Hell of a top five. I'm with it. Yeah, I think that would be my five as well. And then I want to see who else ends up starting. But Thompson batting 6 or 7 sounds good. You haven't thrown in a DH yet, so whoever is DHing might have a spot there also at the 6 hole. 7 maybe Thompson, and then you have center field catcher remaining. So see how that goes. But yeah, got a lot of time to figure that out. Almost to the point of the year where sports are going to be thin. Never thin, PTG Toasty. Just told you, man. 2 weeks from yesterday, we're in Hoover for SEC football media days, man. What are you talking about? And then the week after that, the Saints report for training camp. And then the week after that, LSU starts fall camp. So what are we talking about? I mean, you got all this NIL stuff going on. The NBA Finals start tonight. Man, we got a slew of stuff going on. Trivia, y'all still watching the NBA. I'll tell you this much. I have watched less of the NBA this year than I have in a long time. Not for anything in particular, like not COVID related or anything like that, just circumstantially, I think, with LSU baseball, the coaching search, et cetera, et cetera. I think it just took my attention away from Pels not being in it. It took my attention away from the NBA more so than it had been. Back to work. I don't want to adult anymore. Find something you love to do, man. Alex Day, morning, Matt. Any word on baseball assistants? I know that. So I will have a really, really good idea after today. There's a meeting that's happening today, and I'll have a really good idea. So maybe I'll have some info for you on AFR. If not, I'll have it for you tomorrow morning, Scone. So just for those that aren't familiar, recruiting coordinator, they talked to Chad Kaye, who was at A&M, who's a Hanville native. The Dallas Baptist recruiting guy, they interviewed him, and there's one more with SEC and Louisiana ties, who I'm not, out of respect because his name hasn't surfaced yet, I'm not going to be the one to name it because I don't want to, as I've said, loose lips sink ships. Let's not have that happen. So really good possibility of adding someone else to staff. And then pitching coach, I think, are the names that we mentioned. I think Johnson just has to make a decision. Really hope Jake can clean up the swing at horrible pitches. Well, that's having a two-strike approach. That's what LSU lacked mostly, was a two-strike approach. I don't know that they had much of an approach, period. It certainly looked like it was lacking at times. And whether that was the coach is not having one or the player's not executing, I mean, like, for example, I'll tell you, when they played up in Oregon in the regional, the first game that they lost to Gonzaga, the coaches had the guys working on going the other way against the soft throwing guy. What's his name? Alec something or other. Alec Jacob from Gonzaga. Soft throwing lefty. They were working. The whole approach was go the other way, go the other way, go the other way. And if you remember that game, LSU dead pulled everything. Basically, the players went up to the plate and did nothing what they were instructed to do. So sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes, and if it's players doing whatever they want, if it's players unable to execute what they're told, whatever it is. I mean, I don't know who's at fault there, but there's been a disconnect there at times. Andrew Repass, good morning from Pasadena. Worried about the rotation. Guessing JJ will hit the transfer market there. I can tell. Well, I mean, I've told you this already that they are adding one lefty, in-state lefty, who's already a silent commit, who hasn't become public yet, but they're really excited about him. I don't know if that's a starting pitcher, if that's a guy that'll be a lefty out of the bullpen, but and then I'm telling you, watch him give Devin Fontenot an opportunity to be a starting pitcher. And maybe that's what entices Fontenot to come back. Kelly Gross, good morning. Spurge, good morning. Let's see. Scott Fields, what's up? Reagan Lee, how long till Mulkey bringing home a title? I will say that within 3 years she wins a national championship, or at least has LSU in the Final Four. Now, do you win the game in the Final Four? I don't know, but I would say that within 3 seasons, she will win a title. Kirk, so proud of my whiskey bar, man. Kirk sent me a picture via my text line of his whiskey bar. He's got some good stuff on there, man. Definitely some good choices. Tim Witten, got my hands on a bottle of Weller 12 Foolproof. Wait, so is it Weller 12 or Weller Foolproof? Because there's not a Weller 12 Foolproof. It's either a Weller 12 is the black label and Weller Foolproof is the blue label. So I guess you're talking about the Foolproof because you wouldn't have designated. I don't like Foolproof. It's it's way too odd for me. I don't tend to like Foolproof whiskey. So I did I mean, it's a unicorn. There are people that love it. There are people that love Foolproof. Weller Foolproof, but I don't. Michael Cook, what's up? Good morning, Sconer. Joseph Fuselier, like the buck 6.5, plus 6.5. Kirk, how's Erica's foot? Doing much better. She's actually walking around. That injection has given her some relief, which is good. Let's see. Do you believe Jordan Thompson is still the starting shortstop in the lineup this year? Yes. Also, Gio probably signing. What does center field look like? Probably one of the freshmen coming in. They have one very highly rated freshman that if he shows up, it'll be him. And I've also heard they love Andrew Stevenson's little brother, that he looks like a stud and could play out there. Al Basilia, is Dugas going pro? I think they have a fantastic chance to get Gavin Dugas back because, as I understand it, he's going to be an $80,000 to $100,000 guy. And when you're a program guy that just loves LSU and you have a chance to come and win and go to Omaha, I think it's easier to pass on that kind of money and come back and play your senior year, be a starter and left, and you hit in the middle of a lineup that could be really special. Tim Witten, does Cruz ever go to center? Tim, I think that's probably where he's going to play eventually. At the next level, it just doesn't seem that they're ready to move him there now. So I think that he stays in right. Let's see. Richie Burt, does Cruz or Morgan go to center? I don't think so. Not this year anyway. Samuel Merrifield, how many years could we have Barry from Arizona? Is he draft eligible after next season? He is draft eligible. So he was an old freshman. So you could have him theoretically for 1 year. He is a draft eligible sophomore. Tony Williams, as a matter of fact, Sam, had Kylie McDaniel from ESPN on AFR last week before I was with the day. And when Barry was in the portal, he mentioned him as a potential top half of round 1 guy next year. So yeah, you're barring something horribly unforeseen. you're getting him for 1 year, and honestly, you want him for 1 year because you want him to have a major year. Like, you don't want him to slump and have to come back for another season. Like, you want him to have a big year. Let's see. Charlie Gale, Tim Whitten, what's up? Kirk, Big 1200 tomorrow. Absolutely, man. We're on episode 1199 of Morning Scone. Dylan Landry, what's up? So for those that are new or just finding us, thank you. But we have done this show now every single day for 1,199 consecutive days. Have never missed. That's holidays, that's weekends, that's vacations, that's days when I had surgery. Did from pre-op at Brock when I had my knee surgery. Have not missed a morning scone now. And tomorrow will be 1,200 days. So thanks to everybody who's watched. If y'all weren't watching, I wouldn't keep doing it. So much appreciated to everybody. So if you're on YouTube, growing that YouTube number as well. I love it. So please hit that thumbs up. Much appreciated. Hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the Matt Moscone YouTube channel as well. Much appreciated. Let's see. Wrap in batches. I like my job. Just dragging this morning. Got it. Stayed up too late. I actually went to bed before 11 o'clock last night. Woke up feeling spry and great. Got to get that TRT. Hey, man. It's a very real thing. It was an education for me, honestly, and I feel awesome. It is life changing. Dale Broussard, is there a reason Mondo vaults for Sweden other than his mom is from there? Nope. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he was born in the United States, and so he is a U.S. citizen. Yeah, he was born in Lafayette. So, I mean, who am I to say anything about anyone and what decisions they make and why they make them? I really don't know. I have no more information other than he was born in Lafayette. I know his mom is Swedish. His dad is, of Cajun descent. But man. So his older brother represented Sweden as a pole vaulter in 2009 and 12. 2009, 2012. I don't know, man. You're an American. You're born here. Whatever. But I'm with you. Connor O'Neill, how much do you think Johnson can improve the hitters that are already on the roster? I'll give you an example. A lot, by the way. I'll give you an example. So Cade Beloso was a dead pull hitter this year and struggled a lot. I think we all saw that. Cade went home before leaving for the Cape, and he has a hitting coach in New Orleans who had worked with him a ton. And I'm trying to find his current. He was in the Cape in 2019. I'm trying to find. Basically, I had a conversation last week about Cade, and apparently he was hitting like 600 in the Cape. Like, absolutely tearing the cover off the baseball. And apparently they tweaked his swing. And when you look at a side-by-side of what he was doing at LSU and what he's doing now, they look like completely different swings. And he's absolutely tearing the cover off the ball. So yes, I mean, I do think approach matters. I think swing matters. I think a team offensive approach matters. So yes, I do. Absolutely do. Cliff, best weeded whiskey. I really enjoy the Old Elk. What are other good choices? I mean, the Wellers are obviously the best, if you can find any of them. Old Elk wheat whiskey is fantastic. Larceny is another one that's easy to find, that's affordable and available pretty much everywhere. I'm sure it's source juice, but it's pretty good if you want to spend in that $30 range. Larceny is a weeded bourbon. And I mean, honestly, the other one I'll tell you is Jefferson's Ocean get a weeded cliff. Now, I don't like Jefferson's Ocean. Well, let me rephrase. Jefferson's Ocean is fine. It's just way too expensive. You're paying for a novelty. They put the barrels on these shark ships and they say, well, it's got the salinity of the water and it's constantly moving because it's on a ship and blah, blah, blah. You're paying for a novelty. It's good. It's just not worth $80. The Jefferson's Ocean wheated is amazing. And I would pay $80 for that. It's expensive, but I would pay it. Matt McGregor Poirier. I'm pulling very much for Poirier, and Conor may be done, and we will know after this fight if Conor is done. Every fighter has their moment where it's over, and this may be it for Conor. But I think that this is going to more likely resemble what happened when Conor fought Nate Diaz. First time, he just wasn't ready for him. Nate choked him out. Second time with a full camp, Conor went right through him. And I think if it stays on the feet, I think Conor will win. If Poirier gets him to the ground, Conor's a fish out of water on ground. And I think Dustin will win. But if you made me pick, I think I would probably lean Conor. I think, last ring rust is a real thing, and I think that affected Conor last time. And I think with a full camp, full focus, I think Conor comes back and wins it. What's up, Matt? Do you think Fontenot can pitch more innings as a starter? I know he struggled at times going 2 or 3 innings at times. That's actually not true. Where he struggled was when he had to come out multiple times in a weekend. I would argue that Devin Fontenot's best performance of his career was the super regional against Florida State in 2019, where he extended 6 innings or whatever it was. He was magnificent. So he can do it, but preparing to be a starter and preparing to be a reliever are just 2 very different workouts. It's strength or stamina, right? Like, are you trying to build up to empty the tank in 20 to 30 pitches, or are you trying to be able to extend and go out there for an hour and a half, 2 hours over the course of a Friday night and continue throwing? But Kenny, I think part of that is overstated because all of these guys are starting pitchers in high school. They don't come, like, they're not relievers in high school and they show up at LSU as relievers. They're all starting pitchers in high school, so they've all done it before, So can he do it and extend and get SEC hitters out? We'll see. But I bet you they're going to give him a chance. I bet you Jay Johnson has that conversation with him. Let's see. Gonna wrap up here, y'all. Got to get rolling. What'd y'all do for the 4th? The 4th was my nephew Eli's birthday. My birthday is Thursday, so we had a joint birthday party here. Swam, did all that stuff. It was good stuff. Jonathan Martin, which LSU rookie do you expect to have the best season, offensive and defense, in the NFL? Jamar Chase is the really obvious answer offensively. And defensively, I would probably go. This may surprise you, but not knowing the depth on this team, I would probably go Jabril Cox because I think he is much better suited to be an NFL linebacker than he was for what LSU asked him to do last year. When he played on the edge and they let him cover and run sideline to sideline, he was fantastic. Like, I think he could be for the Cowboys what Patrick Queen has been for the Ravens. I know that's a mouthful, but I really believe he's physically gifted enough to do those things. What he's not is a play in the tackle box, thump dudes at the line of scrimmage guy. He's just not that guy. I think he's more Debo Jones, Duke Riley. He's that guy who can get on the edge and run, and I think he'll be really good doing that. Unless there's someone very obvious that I'm just forgetting off the top of my head. Hang on 1 second. Just back to speed. Okay, y'all. Drew is actually awake, and I have to get going. So, y'all have an awesome day. As always, Brock is reopened today. Hudco is working today. Actually, here in the hood, in the back of the hood, we're doing a re-roof for a neighbor here in our neighborhood. So that's really exciting. Anyway, remember, if you need orthopedists, you need Brock. Would love to give you a free roofing inspection, free no obligation roofing inspection from Hudco. Give us a shout, hudcoroofing.com. They're on YouTube, please. 45 still watching. Thank you. Only 33 likes. Please, please, please hit that like button. It's a thumbs up. If you're on the mobile, X out of the chat, hit the thumbs up. You can hit live chat again. You come right back. And on Facebook, like the page, share the post. You know the drill. So as always, thanks so much for watching. We appreciate y'all greatly. Have an awesome, awesome Tuesday. Locked on LSU coming up and AFR 3. Peace.